Okay, what we're going to do today is dive into Chainlink and have a look at some of the key levels of price action that we want to be looking out for and some of the key levels that we spoke about in our last video. So if you took the trades in our last video, okay, you should be doing really, really well because we were telling you to buy Chainlink about 2 weeks ago, at which point you should be in and around 50% up and probably LINKBTC even more. So if you took that trade, awesome, well done. Link is definitely one of my top picks for 2022 because sometimes a lot of things on a chart line up, not only on USD chart, but also the BTC and Ethereum chart. So that's why we were picking Link out as a strong contender for this year, as well as obviously being a good project as well. So let's have a look at basically where we're at the minute. So we've bounced from this strong area of weekly support, which is really, really nice. We've seen areas and reactions at this price before. We've actually stayed at this price a lot a lot less time this time, which tells me that this spring is probably going to be a little bit stronger than this move up here. But we've also managed to hold and close above this intra-week over here, okay, where we've used this before as support and resistance. And about a month ago, we tried to push through here, couldn't quite get through as resistance. So we basically now pushed through, broke out, closed on the weekly, looking really good. We're now just consolidating over here on this weekly candle. We haven't fallen apart. It's telling you that the price wants to hang around these levels and continue moving up, okay? So looking good on the weekly, and then our next area to attack before any all-time high first is definitely going to be this area at the $36 mark, where we've definitely seen sellers step in. So that's our next basically block to overcome. Now, if we just clear the chart for a moment, have a look at Link on the 21 as well. It's also telling us that momentum is starting to shift into some sort of uptrend potentially. Okay, so we're starting to reclaim key areas. And then also we've reclaimed the weekly 21, which is our key weekly momentum indicator. We've closed above, holding it as support. So yeah, Link looking really good at the moment. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Link, and if we dive down into some of the shorter term action as well, we can also see that on the 21 we're also holding it on the 12-hour, which is actually showing really nice. So we're starting to flip some of these shorter time frames and as well as the shorter time frames. We're starting to flip some of the 12, the daily and the weekly as support, because so long as we hold a lot above these areas over here, we continue to uptrend, then Link's looking good. Link is looking bullish. Don't fight the trend. So that's how we're looking at that. And another reason that we're looking at this level, not only is it clear weekly resistance to look out for, but if we have a look at some of our extensions for some of these key levels, right, we can see that our key confluence areas around here, okay, at the at the 1-to-1 is going to be somewhere around this level over here, this 36 to 40 level. Okay, so that's basically what I'm looking out for Link. Okay, that's how I'm looking at that. And on the shorter time frames, on like the 1 hour and the 4 hour, it's still looking really good. We're actually just forming higher lows over here and higher highs, and my thinking of how this is looking to play out at the moment would be, it might not be quite instantaneous, but we've made this impulsive move over here, okay, and we've done this, and maybe we're forming some kind of corrective ascending wedge. Maybe we come down here a little bit and we just form some kind of flatter pattern, and then we move out. That is my thinking of what's going to happen in the next few weeks. It might take a week or two because, as I'll show you in a moment, LINKBTC is definitely taking a break and chilling for the moment. So if we have a look at LINKBTC, what we can see is on that high time frame, we can see we've got this big trend line over here where we've essentially hit a bit of a wall, which is what we expect. So downtrend line, we've seen some sort of sell-off LINKBTC, which is what you would expect, as well as you've got this areas of price action over here. So it's no coincidence that this line is going to form some kind of resistance for Link. But maybe Link basically gets dragged up in the short to medium term by BTC, which I think is looking quite bullish, and maybe LINKBTC does take a bit of a chill, but I would expect us to maybe come down, maybe we gain some support on some of these key levels over here on the 3-day, daily and weekly, and maybe start to grind up and form some kind of consolidation underneath this trend line. And if we can flip this area, which is really that 7,000, okay, as some kind of support, would be really, really bullish for Link. So look out for that. So if we can get some kind of breakout over here, I imagine this would take a week or two, because this has been a really strong 50% move or so, and maybe we do something like this and then continue to kind of grind higher, is basically my thinking for Link. At the minute, we are still in a, I would say, confirmed downtrend, but definitely if you're buying down here, you're getting Link at a discount versus BTC. And remember, we're pretty bullish on Link, so this is how I'd be looking at some potential scenarios for Link. The key targets that I'm looking for on LINKBTC to be taking profits back to Bitcoin, okay, is going to be this 10,000 sat level, 16,000 sat level, and then the 20,000, and then the 30,000 if we can get up there. And I'll show you why we're looking at those levels. Okay, so if we take our fib and we have a look at some of the impulsive low over here, bang, bang, we can see this 1-to-1 lines up exactly over here. So I'd be looking at this as an area to potentially stall, okay, and then the 1.618 is in confluence with this local high over here. So definitely look out for those levels. That if we do continue to uptrend, look for Link to pause in price, maybe in the same way that it's doing at the moment, and maybe take some profits back to BTC to make sure that you're banking them on the way up. So yeah, if we break this trend line over here, maybe we do something like we're saying, we go to here and we basically just start to stair step our way higher, and we ultimately make some of these loftier goals. We don't know exactly, like I said, when, but we are definitely keeping an eye out for some of those summer months, because historically that's a good time when Link tends to peak. So maybe those summer months might tend to peak in confluence with some of these key fib lines, which I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, and if we have a look at some of the loftier targets as well, over here from the really big impulsive wave down to the low in December 20, is we can see, like we said a moment ago, we've got the 1-to-1 extension, which is going to be here exactly at that 20,000 sat level. I would expect to see resistance here for sure, and the 1.618 would be really your loftiest target if you're holding on to Link long term. So like I said, just mark out these areas as key areas to look out for. It's really that 10, 16, 20,000, and the 1.618 is exactly over here. So just to give you an idea of price appreciation from current levels, that would be about a 65% increase to 10,000. To 16,000, about 165%, 225% to 20, and a 400% increase from current levels up to 30,000. So just some areas that you really want to be looking out for. And also what we were looking at as well was Link Ethereum, okay? And we said, go back to the other video, you'll be able to see we're expecting some kind of price reaction at these levels, because we're getting so much confluence, not only on the Link USD chart where we're on a weekly floor, but Link BTC was also on a weekly floor, looking for potential bounce at those levels. And then Ethereum as well, we were basically completely tanked 90%, but we're coming into this level over here, this cluster of price action where we expect to see support. Told you down here, right, we're looking for a push from Link Ethereum to at least oscillate. We've got that really nice, and we're starting to see resistance at this level, which is completely normal after a 110% move from Link versus Ethereum in the last like 2 weeks. So super impulsive move. So let's see if we can basically garner some momentum from here and start to at least oscillate versus Ethereum. So that's basically how we'd be looking at Link ETH. And the next levels after that are going to be somewhere around here at the 0.13 level, 0.013 level rather, and then maybe if we can reach some of these areas over here at the 0.02 ETH level versus Chainlink. But yeah, Chainlink looking really good. I am expecting a pause in the next week or so, just due to the momentum that it's garnered over the start of January, but definitely a keeper for 2022 in my opinion. So if you like this video and you want me to do more of this sort of stuff, let me know down below, drop me a comment, and yeah, any likes really help me grow my channel. So I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.